Alright, I know this take might stir up some heated debate, but hear me out. I absolutely love how the San Francisco 49ers are handling this offseason situation. Seriously, I think they're playing it just right. It's bold, it's strategic, and it might just pay off in a huge way when the season kicks off. Some fans are panicking, others are scratching their heads, but to me, it looks like the perfect setup for a team that knows exactly who they are and what they're building toward. The Niners aren't just reacting to pressure or media narratives. They're thinking long term, and this calculated risk could be the thing that sets them apart in a year full of question marks across the league. So let's break it down. Not with bullet points or boring lists, but the way we talk about football when it really matters, with some real context and a clear perspective. First, let's address the elephant in the room, the wide receiver situation. The departure of Deebo Samuel caught a lot of people off guard. We're talking about a former All-Pro, a physical freak who's made clutch plays time and time again for this team. Trading him to the Commanders for a 5th-round pick felt at first glance like a gut punch. But once you peel back the layers, it actually starts to make sense. Deebo had 1 year left on his contract. He wanted to get paid. And the 49ers, looking at their salary cap, their priorities, and the direction of the team, clearly made the choice to move on. And this isn't just about dollars and cents. It's about building a roster that's ready for sustained success, not just one more big run. Now, that leaves us with a wide receiver core that's, let's say, under construction. Brandon Ayuk is supposed to be the guy, the number one option, the playmaker who stretches the field and makes big plays. But he's coming off a pretty serious knee injury. A torn ACL and MCL is no joke. He went down in October, and even though there's some optimism about his return timeline, it's still pretty murky. Best case scenario, he's ready toward the tail end of training camp. Worst case, he's not fully back until mid-season, and that kind of uncertainty makes depth and flexibility absolutely crucial. To patch things up in the short term, the 49ers signed veteran Demarcus Robinson. Now, on paper, that's a solid move. Robinson has experience, he's productive when called upon, and he brings some reliability to a position group that's full of unknowns. But here's the catch. He might be suspended for the first 3 games due to a DUI arrest from last season. That's just another curveball, and honestly, it's frustrating. The NFL's sitting on that news only to drop the suspension right as the season begins. Not a fan of how that was handled. So where does that leave us? You've got Jawan Jennings, Ricky Pearsall, maybe Jacob Cowing, maybe Jordan Watkins. All these young names, all trying to break through. You got Ayuk working his way back. And you've got Demarcus Robinson potentially sidelined to start the year. It's not ideal, but it's also not panic-worthy. And that brings us to the rumors. There's been a lot of chatter about the Niners potentially targeting veteran wide receivers, big names like Keenan Allen or Amari Cooper. Bleacher Report floated both names as potential fits. On paper, yeah, it makes sense. Keenan Allen is still a high-level route runner, still productive even after a down year with the Bears. Amari Cooper, despite battling injuries last year, has the talent and experience to contribute right away. And if the Niners are serious about giving Brock Purdy all the weapons he needs, you'd think adding one of those guys would be a no-brainer, right? Well, not necessarily. Let's not forget the philosophy that's defined this team for years. Kyle Shanahan's system isn't built around a quarterback airing it out 50 times a game. It's built around balance, around a strong run game, around efficiency, around putting players in positions to succeed. Christian McCaffrey is still the heartbeat of this offense. And while he's not getting any younger, he's not exactly on his last legs either. The idea that because McCaffrey might decline slightly in production means the Niners should suddenly become a pass-heavy offense is, in my opinion, misguided. And that's why I actually love what they're doing. Or more specifically, what they're not doing. They're not rushing out to overpay for a 30-year-old receiver with a long injury history. They're not panicking and throwing cap space at names just because the media says they should. They're trusting the depth they've developed, the coaching they've built, and the young talent they've scouted. Ricky Pearsall is a guy who, in another timeline, could have been a first-round pick. He's got speed, hands, and a great attitude. Jacob Cowing has shown flashes of brilliance and maturity beyond his years. Jordan Watkins is another intriguing name. And then you've got guys like Tariq Owens. A long shot, sure, but someone the coaching staff clearly believes in enough to keep around and develop. This is what smart teams do. and they prepare for the worst while investing in their future. They don't let one injury or one suspension derail their entire plan. And they don't build their entire offensive identity around one player, whether that's McCaffrey, Ayuk, or even Purdy. Speaking of Purdy, he's clearly bought into this group. He's praised the young receivers. He's talked about their work ethic, their hands, their speed. He's excited about what they can do, and that says a lot. Now I get it. The temptation to bring in a proven guy like Amari Cooper or Keenan Allen is real. It feels safer. It feels more exciting, but it also comes with baggage. Financial, locker room, durability concerns, these aren't slam dunks. And if you're signing one of these veterans, it's not for a long-term role. It's a one-year rental, a mercenary deal. And do guys like that even want to sign short-term contracts at this point in their careers? Probably not. They're looking for security for their last payday. And that brings us to the heart of the matter. This isn't just about talent, it's about fit, culture, continuity. The Niners have built something special. They've got a core of young, hungry players who are learning the system, earning their spots, and growing together. Why bring in a name that could potentially disrupt that rhythm, even if the upside is tempting? Look, I'll always respect Keenan. Allen! Dude has been a beast for years. But at 33, and with a contract likely to demand more than a team-friendly deal, it just doesn't add up. Same with Amari Cooper. At 30, coming off a rough season, is he really the guy you want leading your receiver room if Ayuk isn't ready? Personally, I don't see it. I'd rather ride with the guys we've got. Let the young bucks prove themselves. Give them the reps. Trust the system. And let's not overlook the cap space situation. The 49ers are in a great spot. Nearly $40 million in cap space heading into next year. That kind of flexibility. It is rare in today's NFL. And it means they can re-sign key pieces, make strategic additions, and stay competitive for years to come. Blowing that on a short-term fix at receiver feels short-sighted. There's also the matter of Christian McCaffrey. Pro Football Focus recently named him the top player returning from injury in 2025 after missing most of last season. He's healthy now, and if he can even get close to his previous form, he'll once again be one of the most dangerous weapons in football. And if there's any player in the league capable of a true comeback season, it's him. For some reason, McCaffrey isn't getting much love in the early comeback player of the year predictions, which is baffling to me. You've got guys like Joe Burrow, Aaron Rodgers, Kirk Cousins, Russell Wilson, and yeah, they're coming back from injuries too, but it's not the same. McCaffrey has a real shot to dominate again. He's rested, motivated, and fits perfectly into what the 49ers want to do offensively. If I had to put money down today, he'd be my pick for comeback player of the year. No question. And that's why I'm all in on how this team is approaching things. They're trusting their process. They're investing in youth. They're staying patient. And above all, they're staying true to who they are. This isn't a team chasing headlines. It's a team chasing a championship the right way. Now let's dive a little deeper into some of the names that are flying under the radar but might just be key to the 49ers wide receiver situation this year. I mentioned Jacob Cowing earlier. This kid's speed is insane. Not just straight line speed, but real twitch, real separation ability. He's not the biggest guy on the field, but his maturity and focus during the offseason have caught the attention of the coaching staff and, more importantly, of Brock Purdy himself. That says something. When your quarterback is praising your work ethic and your progress before training camp even begins, that's a good sign. It means you're doing all the right things behind the scenes, showing up early, staying late, putting in the kind of reps that don't show up on highlight reels, but pay off when the real bullets fly in September. But before we dive in, don't forget to subscribe to 49ers Zone and hit the like button on this video. Your support helps us keep bringing you the latest updates on the San Francisco 49ers. And don't forget to share your thoughts on the news in the comments below. Is it really happening? The sports world is buzzing with whispers and speculation that Micah Parsons, one of the most dynamic defensive players in recent memory, might be heading to the San Francisco 49ers. Although nothing has been officially confirmed, the mere hint of this blockbuster move has sent shockwaves through NFL circles and has fans and analysts alike imagining the defensive juggernaut the 49ers could become. Micah Parsons, known for his incredible versatility and relentless playmaking ability, has been a standout linebacker since entering the league. His rare blend of speed, strength, and football IQ makes him a nightmare for opposing offenses. The idea of Parsons joining the 49ers defense, already regarded as one of the most formidable units in the NFL, creates a tantalizing scenario. Could the 49ers be preparing to elevate their defense to an entirely new level with this potential? Signing sources close to the situation suggest that discussions have been intensifying behind closed doors, with San Francisco's front office exploring every avenue to bring Parsons into the fold. The 49ers have long been committed to building a defense that can dominate games and win championships, and Parsons fits perfectly into that vision. His ability to pressure the quarterback, cover tight ends and running backs, and make plays all over the field would add a dynamic edge to the 49ers' defensive schemes. While the official announcement remains elusive, the excitement surrounding this possible acquisition is undeniable. Fans are already speculating how Parsons' presence could transform the 49ers' defense, possibly giving them the kind of shutdown power that could carry the team deep into the playoffs. The buzz has even sparked debates among analysts on whether this move would make San Francisco a top contender in the fiercely competitive NFC West. If the deal does come to fruition, it could have ripple effects across the league. Other teams will surely take notice of the 49ers and say, "Oi, toy to 49ers bold move to strengthen their defense with a player of Parsons' caliber." The linebacker's impact on the field could shift the balance of power, forcing rivals to rethink their offensive strategies when facing the 49ers. For now, the NFL world waits anxiously for more concrete news. But one thing is certain, the prospect of Micah Parsons suiting up for the San Francisco 49ers has fans dreaming big and the rumor mill running at full speed. Whether this buzz turns into reality remains to be seen, but the mere possibility has already electrified the 49ers fan base and added a thrilling layer of intrigue to the upcoming season. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to keep receiving exclusive news about the San Francisco 49ers, make sure to subscribe to 49ers Zone and give this video a like. We always look forward to hearing your comments and opinions. See you in the next video.